Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Sam or XJaws, and today I'm bringing you guys a team deathmatch gameplay on the map Kowloon. And today I'd like to talk to you guys a little bit about this map specifically, but also the First Strike DLC as a whole. Now that I have put a little bit more time into it, I have spent about an hour after school playing this DLC a little bit more. I am running on 0 hours of sleep in the past 40-ish hours, so I might sound a little bit tired, but I do it all in the name of running a YouTube channel. It was really, in retrospect, not a smart idea for me to stay up all night. I wasn't, it was more like excitement for the Black Ops map pack, and I know there are much better things in life to get excited about, but this game's gotten pretty stale, so I was hoping for something really good with this map pack. And even though I knew the map pack wouldn't be coming out until like 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I just decided to stay up because I felt like it and I felt like my body could handle it. And I guess I am handling it relatively well. I got a couple more hours to go until I can go to bed without completely ruining my sleep schedule, but we'll see how that goes. So anyway, Kowloon, I talked a little bit about this in my Berlin Wall Team Deathmatch commentary, and my opinion on it still stands. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like I'm going to be proven wrong in that this is a really choppy map to play. There are way too many things that you jump up on, and it's just, in general, a very, very hectic map for ground war and a very, very, very slow map for any other game mode. The thing is that it seems to have way too many nooks and crannies for people to hide in for, you know, a 6 versus 6, let alone a 4 versus 4 game mode if, you know, any team tactical players are out there. But what it just leads to is really slow-paced gameplay. And when you're playing ground war, it seems like everybody's all over the place. Now, this might seem like a contradiction to a lot of you guys, but it's really not, because of the fact that this map, even though it is so big, because it really is a big map, you know, it might seem small, but the thing is there's just too many buildings, too many windowsills to look out of, too many stairways, and it's, again, a very hectic map. And what that leads to is very fast-paced game mode when you have a lot of people on the map and people can find each other. People are constantly dying and running forward, but then it leads to very slow-paced game modes if you don't have enough people on the map, and then everybody's struggling to find each other. And if you don't have any action going on, if you have people on all different little corners and, again, nooks and crannies of the map, things aren't going to move along. And that's what I noticed when I played regular team deathmatch on this map, and that's just my personal experience thus far. As far as this room that I'm in right now, I want to point this out. This is probably the best position on the map and my favorite position to be on this map. The thing is that this map, because of how hectic it is, again, I keep using that word, I'll try not to use it anymore, but because of the fact that there's so many buildings, and what happens is a lot of people are going to be caught with their pants down when they're turning corners. I'm sure you guys have all heard commentators say this before. You don't want to be running around a corner, because if somebody's around that corner, they're going to have the jump on you, and it's going to be really easy for them to kill you. Well, because there aren't that many lines of sight, if you can find a building like the one in the center of this map that I'm talking about, that I was in a little bit earlier, what you're going to be able to do is cut off a lot of people, and it leads to building a kill streak relatively easily, as long as you make sure that nobody's coming up through the stairway or the two accesses to that building, accesses I guess I should say, to that building. And that's relatively easy to do if you use a claymore and your ears, maybe if you have a headset, that'll definitely help out. I know I do, and it helps out a lot. For this map, weapon selection, I went with the AK-47. I tested out some of the longer range assault rifles, the more defensive ones such as the Galil and the Commando, and I also tried out some submachine guns such as the Spectre and the AK-74U. And what I found is that out of, I believe, the 5 or 6 games that I've played on this map, I found the most success with, I almost said the most sex, I've found the most success with the AK-47 with this class that I'm using right now. I've talked a little bit about this class that I'm using right now before. It's sort of like a best of both worlds sort of situation. I've said it before, I'll say it again. The AK-47 is one of the most versatile assault rifles in this game, and by that I mean that you can sort of play it as a really aggressive, almost submachine gun-esque role if you use it correctly. And one of the ways to use it correctly and make it a much more aggressive, or at least a weapon that can cater to aggressive styles, is to put on steady aim on your class, especially steady aim pro. That's going to not only help your hip fire out a lot, but in close quarter situations where two people, obviously run into each other, you're going to be able to pull out your weapon from your hip a lot faster and get those bullets on target a little bit quicker, and hopefully kill that person, a little bit quicker. That's obviously the goal of it all. So that's the class that I found a little bit of success with because of how many corners there are on this map, and also I'm able to use the AK-47 in general as an assault rifle for those longer lines of sight from the center building. But anyway, guys, that's just a little bit about this map. I hope you guys who are on the Xbox 360 are having fun with these maps. Hope you guys on the PS3 and PC are getting excited for these maps. Final score of this game was 36-3, not bad. If you enjoyed it, please give the video a thumbs up. It really helps me out, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.